Everybody, this is it. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Bleach fans all over the world, even people that are not really into Bleach that still have that curiosity, you know, this is the moment. This is the time where we finally get to see what Shunsui Bankai does, the captain commander of the current Gotei 13. This is it. And I must say, I bet this is gonna get a lot of mixed feelings. So, without further ado, let's get this motivator started. What's going on, everybody? It's me, Captain TheEliteace. We live action. You already know what it is. Here to bring you Bleach Chapter 648, titled The Theater Suicide 2. Okay. Now, the news about Grimmjow. I'm going to talk about that first. Yes. Between Asuka, Nakalavar, and Ichigo, I do like how this chapter started out. We see Ichigo searching for Grimmjow, runs to Asuka, Nakalavar. Asuka, Nakalavar are still in that carefree, playful mood. And this guy, you know, he goes on to tell Ichigo how he basically, yes, he defeated Ichigo, but he doesn't like to use that term. He doesn't like to look at it as winning or losing. So right when it looked like Ichigo and Asuka, Nakalavar were geared to just square off, we see just them feel this ryatsu, you know, spiritual pressure, this darkness that just came over everyone. We see the whole crew, well, we see a lot of them reacting to it. I'm pretty sure everyone was reacting to it, but we see Ichigo, Asuka, Nakalavar, Orihime, Ganju, and Chad were reacting to it. You know, basically the feeling they got were just the shivers, the chills, you know, the fear, the darkness. And Chad did say it did not literally get darker, you know, like it's nighttime, but it's just like from the darkness. And we see this is the effects of Shunsui's Bankai. Now, we go on to see Star Knight XDX is looking very, even more weird. I mean, we see his legs, like the bottom part just unravels and spins. We see his legs, and the appearance of Shunsui's Bankai. You know, at first I was disappointed. I swear, I'm staring at the panel. I'm looking like, okay, what is... I'm seeing the hole in his shoulder and the hole, you know, I'm seeing everything, like, okay, I'm just analyzing everything. I'm like, okay, Zanpakuto toes still look like they're still in their Shikai form. He didn't get taller, he didn't get bigger. Nothing changed at all on him nor Zanpakuto toes. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm like, okay, it's all about the abilities anyway, not the appearance. I said, so I'm just keep on reading, go on to the abilities. And one thing I thought was interesting is that he asked for some feedback from Star Knight XDX. You know, Lyle asked him, you know, so how does it look? And I don't know if he was asking this because Shunsui can't really see the effects that he's caused, or maybe it's since, I'm pretty sure it's been a long time, probably years, since he's used his Bankai. He doesn't know if it changed or not, so he wanted to ask for feedback, or he just wanted to know, how does it look? How does the perception look from the enemy's point of view, you know, of his Bankai? So, at that point, we see Star Knight XDX as he goes on to attack Shunsui. You know, he goes up in the air and shoots 6 blasts from the Swiss cheese wings, destroys a big chunk of the structure, which goes on to fall. And then we see Shunsui. He goes on to do Act 1, I think, hesitating, sharing of the wounds. And basically, it's just, well, we've seen this before. Mirroring wounds. Whatever the Star Knight the Lyle does to Shunsui, bam, it affects him, you know, like that. And we see, bam, you got a hole right here and a hole right here. And the thing is, you can't die from those wounds. And then he goes on to the second act, you know, the bed of shame. Basically, I believe from what he was saying, there was a man, I swear, Manga Stream and Manga Panda had 2 different versions. I swear Manga Panda says something about a guy who felt shame of wounding himself in battle. And then Manga Stream, I think it says something about him just feeling shame of taking wounds from his opponent. And, excuse me, damn. I think that's the first time, excuse me, damn, bless me. I think that's the first time I sneezed during your review. And for the ones who so politely enough to type bless you. I mean, thank you, I appreciate it. But yeah, I noticed those two, and then they rest on the sick bed and just fall ill, get a disease, and you see the disease on the body of Lyle from the shame, you know. And I'm thinking, we see he coughs up blood. It looks like just all type, just nasty disease all over him. And then he goes on to Act 3, the Dengayos of Abyss, because I believe the name of the full Zanpakuto, of course, is Katen Koyatsu Karamatsu Shinju. I believe that's what it is. And you see the nice pose he did, you know. But then, of course, going back to when he did the Abyss, it's just like all this water. They're just in the deep abyss of the ocean. Him and Starlight X TheEliteace. And basically, from what I understand, is sucking out the Ryatsu. They just have to stay under there. Stay within that water to see. You know, they're resolved to see whose Ryatsu is going to go first. And of course, it's just to be continued at that. At that. Just to be continued. My first thought, well, my second thought, first thought was how I was like, okay, his appearance in the Bankai didn't change at all. But the second thing was how short this chapter was. Now, overall, as a chapter, I feel it was okay. Maybe just a little bit better than okay, because it kept on moving forward. We did get a little smidget update on what was going on. We see the crew is still separated. And I like how at least it touched upon a possibility of a new battle going on between Ichigo and Asuka Nakamura, instead of Kubo just doing the traditional, just drawing the split panels of people's faces with the reactions of Shunsui's Bankai. Now, Grimmjow, I know he's not down and out forever. It is messed up he got down like that, but I know he will have him get back into the fight, some way, shape, or form. Whether if it's, again, with Asuka Nakamura, or he will jump in and help out the rest with Star Knight M. But with the way Grimmjow is, Grimmjow wants his revenge. He's not just going to put that up, you know, take that from Asuka Nakamura. Hell no, I wouldn't. But this will be an interesting fight if they do fight. I'm sorry, Ichigo and Asuka Nakamura. I really would like to see that. And I like that panel. Ichigo is dashing towards, you know, Asuka. I do like that. But he has to continue on to show the Bankai. But the Bankai, did it live up to y'all hype? How do y'all feel? Do y'all blame the others for hyping it up? Or do y'all blame Kubo? You know? Because now this is the thing. I can understand where the hype is coming from. You know, him and Ukitake were the first graduates from the academy to become captains. They have this experience. All this experience over all the other captains except Shunsui. I mean, except Yamamoto and Unohana. Except those two. But they have experience over everyone else. And we all know they have the Bankais. And of course what just made it even more like just enticing is the fact that, man, he took out his spot number one with just a Shikai. Man, Ukitake told him, no, don't do it here. Don't do it around these people. You know, not here. And of course, old man Yama dies. And then, man, he's next in line. Some people are thinking, damn, why not Ukitake? They're both strong. They both, you know, graduated at the same time. But of course, we know Ukitake's body, maybe that's the reason why he wasn't selected to be captain commander. So people are taking all those things into consideration, building up the hype. And he's a liked character. And he's not weak at all. We get it. And we're thinking like, okay, his Bankai was saved last at the end of the arc to fight one of the elite guards of Juha Bosque, and he's in his final holy form. I get it. But when I first seen it, I'm not going to lie, I was thinking like, that's it? All these years, this is a hype? Basically, I wasn't really impressed. I wasn't, like, because it was the mixture of no design change at all. And I get it, not all Zanpakutos have to change. But with that being said, when he goes to his Shikai, when his Zanpakutos change, I guess that's just the true form. And he just have access to the Shikai abilities just from activating the name. But by activating the name of the Bankai, he has access to his Bankai abilities. But of course, nothing can change again when it's in this final state. So, but then again, who knows? Did he ever master his Bankai? If not, say if he used to go through the same training he did with Oetsu up in the Royal Palace. You know, would he have had a different form with, or whatnot? Who knows? But at first I was like, this is it. But as I kept rereading the chapter, really picturing this fight animated. I do this with every chapter. I vision it animated, and I really seriously think about the battle of it all. This is a very dangerous and effective Bankai, if you really think about it. And also, I'm reserving my judgment. We've only seen 3 acts, or 3 stages, 3 levels, 3 dans, or dans, whichever one you want to call it. We've only seen 3 stages of it. The next chapter, because it's not over with. It's not over. We still have more to see with his Bankai. Because we all know, okay, when he activated his Bankai, he wasn't just going to do one move, or one technique or attack, and then Star Knight X was going to die. No. It wasn't going to go like that. I bet we're going to see more of what Star Knight X can do. This is going to be a battle. But yeah, it's good to see a Bankai that has multiple techniques within it, just the way like Byakuya does. With the Zenbon Zakura Kageyoshi. But the thing is, out of all the Bankais we haven't seen yet, I was more interested in seeing Urahara's than Shunsui's, to be honest. I mean, because I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, Benihime just shoots red energy, red reaction, red energy. I mean, red spirit energy, but how is the Bankai going to be? Like, what exactly is it going to do? Is it going to be a bigger blast? Because we all know who shoots energy from the Zanpakuto. We all know that. Like, that's just basic, in my opinion. So, seeing Shunsui's Bankai for the first time, getting that underwhelmed, like, unimpressed feeling, it was kind of like, damn, I kind of knew it, because the Bankai is a souped up version of the Shikai. The Shikai, based off of all these children's games and these myths and these oracles and things connected with the Buddhism, all of these things, and you can really see that in Japanese folklore and the Buddhist beliefs with his Bankai. But like I said, I reread this chapter and really thought about it. This Bankai is very effective. First thing first, starting at X9, you got to think, damn, if I damage him in any way, shape, or form, I am going to get the damage. And I won't die from it. So now he's thinking, damn, I got to be careful if I'm going to attack this dude or how I'm going to attack him. Then second, all of a sudden, he just put a disease on him. That's technically what he did. I don't know if him saying Katen Kuretsu, Kuramatsu Shinju, he did that. I don't know if that was like the gesture to just activate it. The disease, I doubt it. But he's just, from the way it looks, he's just verbally saying these things, and it happens. And then he says the third act, being in the abyss, and then it happens. So this guy, starting at XDX, he's sharing the wounds. Then he has the disease. Now he's underwater. If you really think about that, in battle, life or death, that is very lethal. And who knows how many acts or dans it can go up to. Who knows? Maybe it goes to 5 or 10. We don't know. But how is he going to get out of this? Starting at X, I don't know, but we know he's going to die. Either way, if we see a flashback from Star Knight X, yeah, they may die. But we don't get that all the time. We see a lot of characters in Bleach who die and don't get flashbacks, but whatever. One more thing, as far as Ukitake not wanting him to show his Bankai at that time. I mean, looking at it now, I don't know if it's because he didn't want everyone to feel the fear. It would affect people, the comrades in battle. Or if he would have put Stark underwater, would everyone have been underwater? Like, I don't get it would have been, whatever. But that's my whole thoughts about Elites. As far as this Bankai, it seems very effective, but I just didn't get the impact of, wow, man, this was worth it for years. I know this is like, one of the second or third things I've been waiting for years, and Bleach has been revealed, and I wasn't really as shocked. Especially with that whole hanging bodies in the lab thing, that Mercury found, and it was, but still don't get with Loopy when Grimjaw, he blew his torso off, his upper torso off, but whatever, Kubo. But it's me, Captain Violence with Ace. Give me your thoughts, comments, and concerns on. For the ones wondering, yes, I have not stopped with the Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans trailer. I'm getting, not trailer, I'm sorry, the reviews. Damn, where I get trailers from? The reviews, because next week, yes, is YumaCon, and yes, I will be attending that con. If any of you are going, you run into me, it would be my pleasure to meet you all. Hope you all enjoy your time. I will enjoy myself while I'm there. I'm getting that ready, getting these things ready for YumaCon next week. And yes, I will be filming it. And don't worry, yes, Bleach chapter 649, to my knowledge, will be out next week. And I will put out the review. But yeah, I will push out episode 2 review, episode 3 review. Do not worry, I will push that out. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Give me your thoughts, comments, and concerns. It's me, Captain TheEliteace. See you next week. Signing out.